What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video I'm going to be using what in my opinion is going to be one of the best decks for the Royal Tournament. So as you guys can see, it just started less than an hour ago, and I think that Logbait is going to be very good for the tournament. And one of the main reasons why is because the Mighty Miner pairs so well in Logbait, and as you guys know, it just recently got buffed and it's super fast now. And if you don't have the Mighty Miner unlocked or leveled up for that matter, don't worry, you can use every single card inside of Royal Tournaments, even the champions that you don't have. And yeah, the cannon is going to be a very good building. It's going to be better than Inferno in Logbait now. It makes your cycle faster. You don't really need to have the Inferno when you have the Mighty Miner in the deck. And then you got Goblins instead of Goblin Gang because Goblins are so good now that there's 4 of them. And also there's not a lot of lava in this meta, so you don't really need to have that extra air counter from the Spear Goblins. So before we hand the first game, if you guys would like to support me, you can use my credit code BOSS in any Supercell game. With that being said, let's get started here. I didn't play any matches since it just started, and I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible for you guys, but I might make a second video going to 25 or 30 wins using potentially the same deck or another deck as it goes on if I want to run something else that ends up working well too. So I'll go ahead and unmute here. So we got a Bomber, and he does get the King activated despite me making an effort to play it kind of like in the anti King activation spot. So he is using Phoenix. Phoenix is still a fairly decent card, even though it did end up getting a small nerf. It dies to lightning now, but besides that, it's still pretty solid. So it's still seen quite a lot in the meta. We're just going to go for the ability here. It will be able to take out almost all the goblins except one. And he's going to go for a Bomber. Kind of an interesting placement there, and an interesting deck so far as well. So he does have the Elixir Collector. We'll go ahead and rocket that, and we'll see if maybe he decides to... Yeah, I was going to say, okay, Phoenix the Princess. I knew he wasn't going to be able to mirror that Elixir Collector because he didn't have it back in cycle yet. So I think if he goes for E-Giant in the back, we just rush him with everything we got. Here's one big tip with the Mighty Miner. You do not want to play it same lane as the Electro Giant if that wasn't already obvious, because the E-Giant will just, of course, continue to stun it. So be kind of careful about that. I think we'll just go for a Princess at the bridge, just keeping up some pressure here. He's going to go for a Bomber. Let's just go ahead and Goblin Barrel. And, okay, he's going to go for the Pump. I'm going to rocket it anyway, even though we can't hit the tower. It's still worth it because it's preventing 1 elixir, and it also cycles us. Now, with him doing that, I think we should go for some pressure here. What I'm probably going to do is go for a Mighty Miner and Goblins, because he doesn't have his Bomber in cycle. So let's go ahead and do that. And if he goes in for Goblins or something, we'll log those. Okay, we're going to send this in the other lane because he went for an E-Giant. Go for a Princess here, and our Cannon's going to get a lot of value this match because he doesn't have a big spell. It's just Tornado. So let's just cycle an E-Spirit here, go for a Mighty Miner to take care of the Bomber, and yeah, we should be fine here. I'm just going to go Goblins to keep the Princess alive, and yeah, we're doing alright. Send the Mighty Miner in the opposite lane to apply some pressure. Princess in this lane. He's not going to get something down on the Mighty Miner. Ooh, he does get an E-Giant down, but very, very late, so he did take some damage already. And yeah, we'll go for a Goblin Barrel here. Let's go for an Ice Spirit. Log. And then we got a Cannon down. We've got to be a little careful here, but I think we're fine. I'm just going to send this in the other lane to kill the egg, and... Ooh, things are getting a little scary, I'm not going to lie. I have to say, for this being the very first game of the Royal Tournament, we're certainly not... we're certainly having our work cut out for us, I guess that's the best way to put it. I'm just going to barrel the Pump. Even though he was able to defend it, as you can see, the Princess actually splashed it. And, ooh, Princess on... I'm going to maybe go for... Oh, yeah, nice. Good prediction log. That was really nice. Okay, I think we won the game now if the Princess just gets one more shot. Yeah, nice. That should be GG. If any of the Goblins connect, we can just rock it, but even if they don't... Okay, yeah, nice, they do. That's going to be GG. We're finally able to get the win. I had to say, that was a lot more intense than I anticipated for Game 1. He was using a deck that was meta, or at least was last season, but we played pretty well, and we didn't end up getting overwhelmed, despite him having a couple E-Giants down at once at some points, because as you can see, the Cannon is such a solid counter, and because it's only 3 elixir, you're able to cycle it quite easily. So we'll go for a Goblin Barrel here to start things off. See what this guy wants to do. So, oh wow, so kind of a repeat of last game. We open with a barrel and they go for a tornado, but this guy, unfortunately for him, messes up the tornado, and he's running a Goblin Giant. Okay, that's very interesting. Goblin Giant Tornado, that's typically... What was that? Ice Wizard. I'm gonna go Mighty Miner here just to protect the princess, and yeah, the Ice Spirit retargeted that onto the... Yeah, what is this guy's deck? I'm so confused. I'm gonna go Goblins here and Log, and this should be defended pretty easily. I guess if we take like one hit from the E-Barb, it doesn't really matter. Okay, it doesn't even get one. So this could be Sparky. If it is Sparky, it's of course gonna be like a super free matchup because we got Rocket for it. So, I guess we'll just Princess at the bridge and see what he wants to do. I'm kind of curious what other support cards he has inside. That's the second missed. I'm sorry for laughing. It's just funny how he misses the tornado twice. Like, how do you screw that up 2 times? That's, like, if that were me, I'd be embarrassed. Like, not gonna lie. Okay, so he does have a Sparky. I'm gonna send the Mighty Miner away so it doesn't get shot, potentially. Ooh, I should have gone... Why didn't I go for an Ice Spirit to reset the Sparky? We would have literally taken his second tower, but I'll just go for a Rocket on it. He might... I was gonna say, like, go E-Barbs at the bridge and get really desperate, but he goes Dark Prince, so still kind of aggressive, but easier to defend, obviously. We can afford to take a couple shots, it doesn't really matter that much, and yeah, this is definitely gonna be GG, unless we, like, lose connection or have the biggest throw ever or something. So we'll just go ahead and Princess in the back and see what he wants to do. Okay, I guess we'll go Mighty Miner. And then maybe pre-place a cannon if he doesn't do anything else. We don't really need to pressure that much since we already won and just need to defend. So I actually go Goblins here just to protect the princess. And we'll take this free rocket. I'll send this in the other lane so the Sparky doesn't kill it. And he'll still have to defend because that'll literally 3-crown him if he doesn't do anything. So he has to commit a Dark Prince. We'll go for an Ice Spirit here. We'll just get Goblins down. And yeah, this is... As you can see, really, really easy matchup. Pretty much any Sparky deck should, like, you should never lose to it. Even if it's Sparky bait, like one with Minion Horde or Skarmy, it should still be really easy because the Mighty Miner is insane against the Minion Horde. And there might be a lot of Minion Horde now after the buff that the minions received. They deal a lot more damage now. So yeah, GG. Nice and easy there. Alright, so 3 more. Yeah, we'll go for just 5 wins this video, since the tournament just started. I guess that's all good. So we'll just Ice Spirit at the bridge here, see what this guy wants to do. And then we'll Princess in the back, since he's not doing anything. Okay, so leaking some Elixir. Maybe he's running something, you know, kind of heavier, but Musk typically means Hog or, like, Mortar, something like that. So we'll just Mighty Miner to protect the Princess. Okay, so he is going to... Let's actually do this. That was a really bad Ice Golem. If I didn't use my ability, that wouldn't have even kited it. But, okay, so this is going to be 2.6. This is a really good matchup for Logbait Mighty Miner. And the reason for that is because, especially with you having the Mighty Miner and having that 3-card cycle, meaning when the champion's down, you only have to play 3 cards instead of 4, they're never going to be able to outcycle you unless you make a mistake. And worst case scenario, you could always just rocket the Hog Rider anyway. And also Goblins are pretty decent against the Hog as well, especially when they have their Log out of rotation. Like right now, we can just go Goblins, clean up the Hog. Log, it is going to get 1 shot, but as you can see, we got the better end of that because we got some chip damage with the barrel. And we're up some Elixir right now as well. So I'm going to go ahead and Princess at the bridge, and yeah, he isn't going to predict it. So we're going to get a couple shots, it looks like. Ooh, only... Okay, let's try to trick him here. We're going to go for Goblin Barrel in the front to get him to think that the... Missed the... Oh my god. He had to emote after that. The second time I'm laughing at my opponent this video. I'm not trying to be toxic, it's just... like... It's just funny when someone makes, like, a silly mistake like that. But that's why you want to switch up your Goblin Barrel placements, because especially early on in Royal tournaments, you know, you're going to get people who aren't paying attention. So, yeah, this is, like, already GG. We pretty much won. So, we'll just go for a cannon here. Even though he fireballed and predicted, it doesn't really do him any good because, well, the hall got stopped. So, we'll just send a rocket on the tower, and I guess we'll juke the Goblin Barrel again because maybe he misses it. Okay, no, he actually got it, so well played that time by him. A tip in this matchup, you can go for your princesses, like, on the corners, so that way if they decide to fireball the cannon, they can't hit both. And, yeah, it's, like, if they decide to fireball... What I'm trying to say is, like, if you have the princess there, they can hit both the cannon and the princess. Okay. We'll go Mighty Miner to protect... Nice, let's go. And, yeah, this is gonna be GG. We'll just rocket, and yeah, not much. I actually do kind of feel bad for laughing now because we have a pretty hard counter, to be fair, but it is always satisfying to juke the opponent. So that's on the tower, and yeah, that's GG. Didn't even need the rocket. I forgot how much log did for a second. I guess it does 58, I think, so it did 3 more than needed. Okay, 2 more to go now. Okay, we're against Gabby here. So, no Goblin Barrel in cycle, so I guess our next best play is... We could probably just go Princess at the bridge, to be honest. It's not, like, really a risky play. We don't even need to log that because he decided to just juke it. Okay, so this is looking like maybe a bait versus bait match, but already based off of what he's using, I would assume this is a good matchup for us because usually this bait deck has matchup against original bait and, well, Tesla bait as well. So, since we already know he's got a log, I'm already just going to juke the barrel to try to trick him. Doesn't work, though. Okay, but he does give me a free rocket. Whenever, just a tip, if someone goes... Wow, why would he juke it again? He just... Is this guy going to juke the barrel every single time this match? He even had to use the emote there. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, why would you juke it twice in the same spot 2 times in a row? Alright, so we'll go Princess at the bridge here. Oh man, it shot at nothing. Alright, so what was my princess doing? I thought it was locked on the tower. Either way, it is now. I'm gonna log this because if he goes in for a barrel, I can just go goblins. Yeah, if you play them early enough, it fully counters the barrel, as you can see. And yeah, we're looking really good here. We'll probably just go for an Ice Spirit to maybe, like, yeah, predict the princess. Nice. We're kind of outplaying this guy pretty hard right now, not gonna lie. I'm gonna go for a juke barrel. Let's see if he falls for it. I mean, he doesn't. Alright. We're just gonna pop the ability here because it'll get a free death bomb on the tower, and then I'll just chuck a rocket, and then we'll go Princess at the bridge. Oh, okay, so he actually predicted something. That was well played by him. I mean, we won, though. Like, it's already over. We'll just Ice Spirit, log, just go goblins in case he wants to Princess at the bridge. We'll chuck another rocket. Yeah, he knows it's over. Alright, we'll go Princess here. Go for a Mighty Miner. And, okay, yeah, we don't even need to log that because he decided to juke it. We'll instead log this. And, yeah, nice win. Just got to go for one more rocket. It's going to be GG. This guy's funny with the emotes. It's going to be GG. Wait, I just realized he missed the tower. He missed the tower with the rocket. I thought, because he rocketed my tower early, he missed it. That makes it even funnier. Oh my gosh, this guy was... Whew. Not the best log bait, not the best log bait player I've faced. Let's just put it that way. Oh, this guy's won a grand challenge. What the heck? Sometimes early on in global tournaments, you'll face pretty good players. This is why waiting to play a global tournament is smart, because you'll typically get worse players. Since think of it this way: the most like active, more if you're more active, you're typically better. That's the best way to put it. So if so the players who are good are likely playing earlier, you know, starting their global tournament run earlier, whereas casuals kind of wait a little bit. All right, so this guy's running Drill Cycle. I'm pretty sure I know this deck. It's kind of like a little bit off meta, but it might be back after the I don't know what buff exactly or like why it would be good again, but maybe in this meta it's like okay again. I don't really know, but anyway. Okay, so yeah, he does have a Fireball. I guess an okay start thus far. We'll just go in for a nice Spirit Barrel here. The best case scenario is having his log be out of rotation, because whenever his log is out of cycle, he can't log the goblins, and the goblins are a really good counter to the drill. Okay, so yeah, he's got a Mighty Miner as well. I think I'm just going to send it into the opposite lane, to be honest. He might do it as well, but wow, we got a lot of damage there. I can't complain with that at all. Can't complain. Let's chill for a second. I was gonna Princess at the bridge, but I'm glad I didn't because he went Spear Goblins. We took a lot of damage there. We gotta be careful. Ooh, that was a good Princess at the bridge. Cannon is a really good counter to the Mighty Miner. Oh, wow, he fireballed that? That's kind of surprising. Ooh, these princesses are becoming a huge problem for him. He's gonna have to start, Oh, he just missed the fireball. Yeah, this guy's definitely making some pretty big mistakes here. I think I'm just gonna princess in the back. I think we could rock it because he just wasted a ton of elixir. Yeah, I'm gonna rock it. I think it's a really safe time to do so. It's, yeah, especially after him going for a fireball on the princess right after. I'm gonna Goblin Barrel just so he doesn't get too comfortable here on offense. Okay, yeah, he logs. Yeah, I think we're definitely chilling here. We should be completely fine. Doing this just to get the, yeah, we won. I think this is actually a decent matchup for us, even though he is using, like, even though a couple cards he has get a lot of value, I think it's not that bad just because of the, like, the goblins get a lot of value in this match, and also, what was I gonna say? The princess is very annoying for him. It's very good against bats. It's very good against spear goblins. And even though the fireball takes it out, it's a negative trade. And, like, it's cheaper. The princess is cheaper. So it's very easy for me to outcycle it. So I think it's, yeah, definitely pretty good for us. He could have played it a little better. But, yeah, I would say it's solid for us. And I actually think that's the deck Morton made a video on for the best deck in the Royal Tournament. So maybe our deck is better. We took it down. What can I say? I'm kind of joking, playing a little bit, but I mean, that guy wasn't bad. I mean, like I said, he's won a Grand Challenge. I saw that badge at the beginning, so not a bad player at all to get very early on in a Royal Tournament, because someone who's won a Grand Challenge, in my opinion, is someone who probably could at least, probably on average, gets like 15, 20 wins in a Royal Tournament. So they're typically pretty good. Anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did end up enjoying it. Make sure to like it if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.